Hello YouTube, and this is Gordon Fan 291. This is the INORL Reebok Truck Series Race 2 from Boston. It's the Samstown 200. On the pole today is Ian Dutta. Starting second is actually Charles Sanford. Third, Jeffrey Buckeye and Ancient Navarro, row 2. Chris Washer, Dion Scott, row 3. Elijah Workman and Mary Shelley, row 4. Brad Johnson and Jeff James in row 5. And where does last week's winner start? Back in the 18th position. We'll be following his progress throughout the day, as well as some of the other guys who did good and maybe didn't do so good over in Daytona. Here's the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Billy got the command. They will be rolling off here momentarily. One minor change to this race. And it's a mistake. I forgot to change. In the 97 is actually Stacy Dutta, or Dutta actually, not Gabe Williams. Pace car's off. Green flag is out for the Samstown 200. Ian already clear off into turn number 1. Jeffrey Buckeye's got Charles Sanford cleared as well. Chris Washer into third. He's now looking underneath Jeffrey Buckeye for the second spot. A couple cars actually have different paint schemes. I forgot to mention that. There's one of them, the 98. You saw it in blue last week. It's now got red on the car for this race and for the rest of the season. As Elijah Workman now goes into third spot. Brad Johnson now underneath Elijah, going for the third spot in the Quaker State Chevrolet. These top two are kind of trying to break away here from the rest of the pack. Lean and green so far through 3 laps. One car coming off the pit road. Tom Gerard. Already a lap down. Look out! Michael Hegdahl. And last week's winner, Bob Johansson, in it. Caution is out, and Ian Dutta leads back to the line. And there's what's left of the Bob Johansson machine. Very dented up now, as well as the aid of Michael Hegdahl. We'll stay and watch and see if these guys make pit stops here on lap number 5. And once they do, we will. Oh, looks like Dutta's gonna maybe pit. Chris Washer gonna stay out. Who's gonna follow? So far, actually, only Chris Washer is pitting. Jeffrey Buckeye stays out. Couple guys towards the back of the pack here. Let's go to the pit lane 1 view. As Dutta's going to make his way to pit stall number 1. Let's see what they decide to go with here. Tires going on that machine. Here comes Charles Sanford and Angel Navarro into pit road. Looks like a 4-tire change on the 16 car. He's going to get off pit road first. 24, then the 48, then the 98. A lot of 4 tires. Charles Sanford and Angel Navarro coming off way in the back. Bob Johansson with no hood. Let's take you back now to the reason for the caution. Here, you are watching the Samstown 200 live on the INORL Racing Network. And we're back. I decided not to actually show you the replay just because it was already on camera. We saw it when Tom Gerard came up the track. Chris Washer leads, Jeffrey Buckeye second, Matt Trayson, Stacy Dutta, John McNamara, Savannah Cole, Dylan Young, Drew Austin, Amy Shelley, and Jacob Sisko is the top 10. Then it's Dave Cole, Ian Dutta, who was first off pit road, then Brad Johnson, Kyle Sosnowski, Vitaly Nikolaev, Mary Shelley, PJ Williams, Elijah Workman, William Duncan, Dylan Ogo, Dion Scott, Charles Sanford, Austin Ogo, Angel Navarro, and Jeff James, the top 25. Pace car is already off, and Chris Washer leads to the green flag. Oh, and no one retired, actually. Hegdahl extremely off the pace. This is going to be really bad. Oh, and then there's Johansson, who has no hood. You see him getting passed left and right, pretty much. Washer leads on Trayson kicked up to the high side. He's falling towards the back. Hegdahl's already like half a lap down to the race leaders. And we know everyone's going to have to make pit stops. It'll be interesting to see if those guys who pitted under the caution will actually have to make a pit stop, or if they'll be able to make it the rest of the way now. Dutta on the top side there in the 97. Then this is the Hornets' Nest back here with Tom Gerard, the lap car, in it. Hegdahl to pit road. Probably a wise choice. Here comes Buckeye to the inside for the race lead. Savannah Cole into third. Dylan Young into fourth. The Toyota's showing a lot more strength than they did at Daytona. Actually, no. Toyotas were strong there too. Never mind. But the Dodge is definitely up to the front a lot more than they were. Dylan Ogo, Charles Sanford also were on pit road apparently. Not sure what happened there. Jeffrey Buckeye now will pick up 5 bonus points though for leading the lap. Dylan Young going for third. Here comes Amy Shelley underneath the 97 of Stacy Dutta. And now here comes Ian Dutta, showing how those 4 tires are going to be important. He started 11th, or restarted 12th. No, it's like, yeah, restarted 12th. Now he's going for 6th underneath his sister. And he's going to have the spot at the line. Dylan Young going for 2nd now. Dylan's going to look underneath probably here for the race lead. Not yet, but probably as they come out turn number 4, he will. Washer was looking underneath Savannah Cole. Now Johnson's gone underneath Dutta. Here comes Dylan Young for the race lead. Here's Chris Washer, Amy Shelley. These are the last of the guys who did not pit but are still in front of those that did. Dylan Young now is going to pick up his first 5 bonus points of the season. You never know how important those will be at the end of the year. They're catching up to Michael Hegdahl, who is severely off the pace. He's getting ready to go, 3 laps down here, as he's running in 42nd spot. Stay out of the way, Hegdahl. Come on, get out of the way. Go high, go high. Good job, boy. Good job. The top 3 will make it by easily. They're battling for about 8th back here. That might be hazardous. Hegdahl, get way high. Get way high. There's someone in the... Oh, well. Oh, Shelley, I think, blew up. Mary Shelley is going to retire now. Oh, she was running in the 10th position, too. Let's see what happened to cause the blow up on the 18 here. They're probably going to have to take that car to the garage. So the first retirement of the day is going to be Mary Shelley due to a camshaft. Dylan Young, meanwhile, leads. Will be coming around to complete lap 20 this time by. Here comes Johnson. He's one of the guys that pitted. Remember that. He's up to third now. William Duncan showing his way up towards the front in one of the cars with a new paint scheme. Here comes Johnson. He's going for second. Johnson comes into this race 41st in the points. He did not have a very good Daytona. So a second here would really help his cause, especially when the points leader's having some issues today. Buckeye way high. He's going to lose several spots here as he went way up the track. Now that's Workman, going for second. Where is Meacham, actually? Comes into the race second in points. Had a very good Daytona. He's currently running 23rd. There's Dutta, currently running 18th. Johnson kicked up to the high side. Now Workman going for the race lead. Who led at the stripe? They gave it to Dylan. Now Duncan's going to go for second here. He's going to have him cleared as the top three are now Toyotas right now. That due to change as Dylan Young goes way high. They're going to be 3 wide for the 4th spot. Henry Nova nearly makes it 4 wide as he came off that corner. So Brad Johnson's going to keep Dylan Young up on the top side. Dylan goes way high once again. He's going to lose 3 spots in that one corner. 4 spots as Osinogo makes it by as well. So we watch the battle for the 4th spot between Dion Scott and Chris Burden. After all, it is the best battle on the track currently. Dion's going to get back in behind Chris. And so now with the running orders, Toyota, Chevy, Dodge, and Chevy. Where's the first Ford at? There it is. Amy Shelley in the 14th position. 13th, actually. Bob Johansson apparently will be the next car to be lapped. We're hearing Sanford might be down a cylinder. Because it doesn't appear that there's any damage on the car, but he is off the pace. As the Quaker State Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports of Brad Johnson has gone past William Duncan. And now it's Toyota, Chevy, Dodge, the top 3. With the top 4 still being... well, actually, it may not be. But yeah, it's actually still Amy Shelley, but now she's in 16th. There's a pretty good battle here. Dion Scott and Henry Nova battle for 5th spot on the track. Give that one to Henry Nova. Maybe is it Dion goes way high. It's a lot calmer race than I was expecting, honestly. Osinogo looking underneath Dion, but not able to do anything. Johnson goes way high. Workman, I'm not sure if he pitted underneath the caution. Whoa, Johnson tried to close the door on William Duncan, but it did not work. Johnson goes high, so does Henry Nova. Well, Johnson's only about a straightaway, or Johansson, I mean, is only about a straightaway ahead. He's going to 3 as they're coming off of 2, so yeah. Your points leader and winner at the... And we're back. I'm sorry about that. I didn't notice I hit the 10-minute mark. Not sure what you've missed, but caution is out. Just came out as Kyle Sosnowski is involved. So is Kyle Thomas. Drew Austin, Kyle Sosnowski. I guess it was a good thing I know we missed the caution. We'll see if there's any pit stops now underneath this caution. We're just underneath 20 laps to go. Austin Ogo fakes. He's coming. He's going to stay out. Jeffrey, Buckeye, John McNamara, Dylan Young pit. Jacob Sisko towards the back. And that appears to be it. So with that, we'll take you to see what happened to bring out this caution. You are watching the Sam's Town 200 live on the INORL Racing Network. And we're back. It started off at turn number 2. There was a battle for about the 28th position on the track, apparently. And James Shelley whoa, wow. Totally had that one wrong. Wow. Let's take another look at that. Kyle Austin gets into James Shelley. This is a better view of it, at least a little bit. And then, let's see what happens. Kyle Thomas comes right up, and there's nowhere for Kyle to go. Just smacks him. And Kyle's going to slide down the track. Nowhere for Drew Austin to go. A lot of these guys right here made it by just barely. There's James Shelley getting back into Kyle Thomas. And not a good sign for Kyle, because he came into this race 42nd in the points. Probably not going to improve too much on that now. And I'll tell you who this is a break for. It's a break for this guy right here, because he almost went a lap down to the race leaders. He was about a straightaway ahead of him. And he gets the caution flag that he needs. He'll stay on the lead lap. Good news for Bob Johansson. We'll take you back to the green flag. You're watching the Sam's Town 200 live on the INORL Racing Network. And we're back. As you see right there, Kyle Thomas, Kyle Sosnowski, and Drew Austin have all retired. Elijah Workman continues to lead. Then it's Chris Byrne, William Duncan, Henry Nova, Dion Scott, Brad Johnson, James Henry, PJ Williams, Warren Cherry, and Dustin Griffiths the top 10. Jake Cole, Kyle Austin, Ian Dutta, Brandon Griffiths, Daniel Day, Vitaly Nikolaev, Trevor Meacham, Nick Nauman, Jeff James, and Cody James are your top 20. Getting ready to go back to the green flag here. Oh, whoops. Wrong leader. Whoa! Amy Shelley's blowing up as we're coming to the green flag. Oh, wow. Not good for the Ford team, and Bob Johansson's on pit road. Oh, this is going to be bad. He's coming out right in front of the leaders. Oh, no. Look out. Look out. Oh, my gosh. Wow. That was... I guess we were lucky on that one. Amy Shelley continues to sit on pit road, so... We'll watch the leaderboard, see what exactly went wrong in that car. Oh, Bob Johansson's fallen 2 laps down now, so now he's 3. Looks like Tom Gerard's at least somewhat up to speed here as Henry Nova gets by him, as well as William Duncan. Here's Dylan Ogo. James Henry's gone into 5th through all that craziness. PJ Williams is into 6th. Kyle Austin 7th, and it's Warren Cherry and Daniel Day the top 10. Ignition for the 14. Oh, and then it's the 3 now into 10th, actually. Here's the best battle on the track, and it's all revolving around where Warren Cherry's at right now. Daniel Day underneath Kyle Austin. Check back in with the leaders, I guess. Brad Johnson's on pit road. Oh, that's interesting. 9 to go, though, from Boston. Ogo underneath William Duncan. So Ogo's got a fast car, but nothing that he can do with it because he is a lap down in the 32nd spot. This is going to hurt him because he came in 35th in points. Another guy will hurt, Charles Sanford, came in 4th in points, but he's going to leave at best right now 32nd, but he's in 33rd. Drew Austin was 5th in points. He's out of the race already. Not sure who's going to be the points there because the guy who came in at... Oh, well, is Johnson still on the tail end of the lead? No, he's a lap down. So actually, he's about ready. He's a 1 lap down, about to go 2. As it's a 3-car battle for the race lead right now. And Dylan Ogo's running competitive lap times to these leaders right now. See, 23.9. These guys were running 24.0s. Or, well, 23.98, and these guys are in 24.5 or 6s there. So Dylan Ogo actually faster than your leaders, folks. 5 laps to go from Boston. A caution, I believe, would end the race. Nova knows that. He's looking for second on Chris Burton. Looking for the top running Ford right now. There it is. Stacy Dutta in the 97 going for 10th right now on the 88. Nova's past Burton. Now can Ogo pass Burton? I think he's wisely choosing not to. That's the top running Dodge right now in front of him. And Johnson's pulling away from your race leaders. So can Chris Burton, with 2 laps to go, make a move on Henry Nova? This one's pretty much going to be settled with Elijah Workman winning this one. 2 laps to go. It's Kyle Austin, I think, is on pit road. Yeah, he is. Could pit stops be occurring? Whoa! Whole mess of cars coming to pit road. Coming to the white flag. Elijah Workman doesn't pit. None of the top 4 do. This could be a huge break for the driver of that 24 car. Because for each guy that pits, he's making up spots. Here we go through turns 3 and 4, though. For the final time and off of turn number 4. Elijah Workman's going to come to the line, and he's going to win at Boston. So only the top 16 officially finish on the lead lap. Elijah Workman, Chris Byrne, Henry Nova, Chris Washer, Jeffrey Buckeye, your top 5. Then it was Jacob Sisko, Dylan Young, John McNamara, Savannah Cole, Stacy Dutta, Angel Navarro, Dave Cole, William Duncan, Matt Trayson. Dion Sky and Ian Dutta, the top 16. You look through the rest of the field. Gonna give you a quick farewell here. Gordon Fan 291. This has been the Samstown 200 from Boston for the INORL Reebok Truck Series. See you guys next week at Las Vegas, and actually for the rest of this weekend here at Boston and Rockingham. See you guys tomorrow for the PlayStation 400 presented by Drive Club. And here are the points after Boston.